What is going on, guys? What's up? Boom, boom. Driverman here, aka Jose. Hope you guys are staying safe. If you're out there delivering, of course, be sanitizing your hands constantly. Have one of these on you, if you can find one, of course. I know that they're a rare commodity, kind of a collector's item now. But yeah, just do your best to keep yourself clean and distant from others while you're out there picking up food. But it is busy, so certainly I would say certainly get out there. So to get into the topic, how is coronavirus, aka COVID-19, aka SARS-CoV-2, affecting delivery drivers, Grubhub drivers, DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats, etc.? It's busy. It's really busy. If you are not out there, if you're maybe normally an Uber driver or a Lyft driver, and you have, you're not doing delivery, I would suggest, if you can get on board, that you do so. I'm not sure, because I know that the offices are closed. As far as DoorDash, I know that they're closed now, they said, and I believe you have to go in and do an orientation. So if you're not already signed up with DoorDash or Grubhub, you might not be able to now. Give it a shot. But if you're already signed up and you haven't, logged on in a while doing Grubhub or DoorDash, I highly recommend you hop on and start delivering. If you're, not getting any Uber or Lyft rides, which I would imagine you're getting, like, very, very few. Nobody's going out there. So, yeah, I know you guys are definitely starving if you're rideshare drivers. So, deliver if you can. It's busy. People are ordering more. They're tipping more and things like that. At least that's what it is in my experience here in Los Angeles County. I made quite a bit of money on a Thursday night, particularly with Grubhub. I'll show you some shots here of what I'm experiencing as a Grubhub driver doing this. So one thing that's happening is this. So getting a lot of these contact-free delivery. Contact-free delivery. Please follow the delivery instructions. So a lot of people are requesting a contact-free delivery. Now, of course, that doesn't mean like a whole lot different than what is normally done, because we're not normally physically contacting the customers when we're delivering. It's not like we're shaking their hands. I think maybe on a rare occasion it's maybe happened once or twice where the customer's just like friendly and we like and yeah. But that's very rare. We're not often shaking hands. Definitely not hugging customers. They're not inviting us in. I mean, at least that hasn't happened to me yet. I suppose, if somebody was drunk enough, at, midnight or 1 a.m., which I don't really I never deliver that late anyway. Well, I think only maybe once or twice I've delivered that late. Maybe only at that time, it hasn't happened yet where somebody be drunk enough at, 1 o'clock in the morning or something. Hey, thanks for the food. Want to come in? Hasn't happened yet. I'm sure it's, it might happen down the road. Who knows? It's definitely possible, as I have had adventures, many adventures as an Uber and Lyft driver. So, yeah, I wouldn't limit it out. It's definitely a possibility. But in general, no. You're not, being invited in or anything like that. They might come out to you from time to time. Yeah, a lot of times customers will be out there ready, waiting for you. Because, these days they can kind of see where you're at when you're on your way, and they might be outside their apartment building ready to go because they have an apartment building where the gate is locked. So they'll be there ready for you to meet you. Or as you're arriving at their house, I noticed a few more people than usual stepping out and then walking out onto the lawn to meet me, I guess to make sure that I don't, breathe any germs that could, get through the door and into their house, keep their house completely, shut off from outside breath or anything like that. So maybe that's why they're doing that, which is totally fine. But what's changing is a lot of people just like don't want to see you at all, at least not open the door and see you. Where if they're in a house, this is where, you know, the people in a house, I guess, have an advantage. It's both more convenient as a delivery driver, of course, delivering to a house, because you don't have to worry about going through a gate and then going up, you know, the elevator a few flights and then trying to locate, you know, spending time locating their particular apartment number. That takes time. And then of course it takes time for, you know, the delivery driver, and time for the customer. It takes them a little bit longer to get their food. Plus maybe they have to, you know, meet us down there if, you know, if it's a locked gate and there's no code or the call box doesn't work. House is easy. Just walk up, knock on the door, and it's quicker for us and it's easier for them. They don't have to wait as long. They can just come right out, open the door, and grab it. In this case, we're leaving it on their doorstep, so it's easy to just leave it there on the doorstep, ring the doorbell, and then run away really quick. I mean, joking about the run away really quick. But yeah, a lot of people have been saying, oh, please leave it on the doorstep, or please leave it on that bench outside and ring the doorbell, or shoot me a text when you're here, which I'm doing anyway. So I'm doing both. I'm like ringing the doorbell when I leave it on the bench, and then I'm also sending them a text, hey, this is your delivery driver, Jose. Good news, your order is outside. I just left it. Have a great day. And then I'm getting messages back. Thank you, you know, stuff like that. So a lot of that is happening. A lot of, you know, they don't even want to open the door to you. I've seen a couple people through the window. Thank you. One guy with his dog going roo, roo, roo at me was like holding his dog back and seeing me through the window. He was like, hey, thank you so much. I could hear him through the window. You're welcome. And so sometimes I haven't even had to ring the doorbell because they see me, or they already know they're coming. Like one, I was dropping off at a lady's house, and then, an apartment, and I guess she could see when I was there, maybe through the peephole or through her, like, Ring doorbell or something. I think she might have had something like that set up, and she said, thank you so much. I get through the door. You can leave it right there. And I'm like, no problem. I saw the notes. I'll leave it right here. Okay, thank you. Have a good one. And then, yeah, right through the door. So that could happen too. But yeah, a lot of that happening. Guys. The other thing would be this. So here's another problem for us delivery drivers. Just a bit of a problem. I don't know if you can read that, but this was me chatting, because what happened was one of the, you know, restaurants that I constantly deliver from was closed, completely closed. Not even takeout. So I get there and I had like these two big orders, one for like $16 and another one like $20 or something like that. And I couldn't like get either of them because they were closed. And so I, you know, text here, the restaurant is closed. Please wait for an agent. There are currently 318 visitors waiting to be served. So I didn't even bother. I just skipped that. I was like, okay, I'm going to be sitting here forever. And then I just turned down, you know, rejected the offers so that I could, you know, start getting, you know, new ones in. Because, I mean, what are you going to do? Same thing on the phone, like, it was like over a 5-minute wait. Hey, you're currently experiencing a higher than normal call volume. Your wait time will be over 5 minutes, something like that. So I'm like, I better just hang up, you know, pass the offer, you know, pass this offer, and then, you know, move on to the next one, because other people, you know, need to get their food. This customer, unfortunately, will just have to cancel an order from a different restaurant. There are lots of others open. Just this one was not. Here is another thing I can show you, which was, yeah, it's busy. This was what I made on Grubhub on Thursday. So it's that's what's happening. I'm seeing a lot of this, of course, when I go into the restaurants. Chairs stacked up, you know, on top of the, you know, on top of each other, tables pushed aside, empty restaurants. That's a popular one, the Counter in Studio City off of Ventura. If you can see that, completely empty. It's just weird walking and seeing these. We got signs up. Takeout only, order through the delivery services. Here they're listing all of the delivery services that they work with. Yeah, just a lot of emptiness in the restaurant, and it's so weird seeing it, guys. Like, really weird walking into these restaurants that are, you know, normally bustling, on any weeknight, pretty much any weeknight that I'm pulling in, that I'm, walking in, it's busy, especially, of course, like a Friday or Saturday. And it's just surreal walking in and, like, the restaurant's empty. It's like, what happened? Did they have some kind of a catastrophe? Did they have the health inspector come and he graded them F? He found something, like asbestos in their vents or whatever? Or did they find, E. coli in their meat, or, whatever, like fungus, mold in their, main pizza department or whatever? And so they're, that's what it looks like. This is weird. Just having, walking in and, just a couple employees there. Hey, how you doing? Get your thing. It's really weird, guys, walking in and seeing this. It's just, it just looks like something like really, catastrophic has happened, which kind of is, getting there. It's definitely devastating, and a lot of people are worried. But yeah, you would think, half the population got wiped out or something. By an asteroid. I don't know. It's very weird. It's very weird to see that, and just I'm walking in, yeah. So guys, but that's what's happening. That's what's happening with delivery. A lot of people are ordering, and because that's the safer thing to do. Just have them bring it to you instead of you go and get it. You can always do that, but it's easier. So, but yeah, that's what's happening here in LA County. We are in lockdown until, I guess, further notice. So, really weird, quiet streets driving through, seeing, street front parking spaces, restaurant front parking spaces completely available, like tons of them, which never happens. Nobody in the street, very little, no traffic, not as many cars. It's weird, really weird. Anyways, you guys take care, keep your hands clean, sanitize before you touch your face, and I hope you're doing really well. Take care.